Going live on YouTube. Hey guys, welcome back to another live. Hope everybody's doing great. We're back here live on TikTok. Analyze, trade, and learn. Hope everybody's doing great. Let's tap on our screen. Let's get the likes to 2,000. In fact, now the target is going to be 3,000. Okay, once we get to 3,000 likes, we can get started with the analysis. Double tap on your screen. Oh yeah, let me share the YouTube as well. Might as well share it. Alright, let's tap on our screen, guys. Welcome back to everybody's just joining. Hope everybody's doing great. Okay. Welcome back, guys, to another live. Hope everybody's doing great. We're back here live on TikTok, YouTube, to analyze, trade, and learn. Let's get the likes to 3,000. Once we are at 3,000 likes, then we can get started with the analysis. You can also join from YouTube. I shared the link on the Telegram channel. If you want to join on YouTube to have a better experience, you can do that as well. The link is in the Telegram channel. For those who are watching on YouTube, kindly hit the thumbs up button, please. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's get the likes to 10. Okay, on YouTube, can you please hit the thumbs up button, guys? Let's get the likes up, guys. Double tap. Oh, we are at 3,000. Okay. Okay, perfect. Those who are watching on YouTube, get the likes to 10, please. Double tap on your screen. Let's get the likes up. Alright, so now we are at 3K likes. Thank you guys for helping me get to that. Alright, so welcome back, guys, to another live. Hope everybody's doing great. We're back here live on TikTok to analyze, trade, and learn. I'm also live on YouTube, so if you want to join from YouTube, just go to the Telegram channel. You'll see the link there. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. Great to have you here. What I do here on this live is to analyze the Forex market and provide you guys with basic trading knowledge. This is a great place to learn how to trade, how to analyze if you're a beginner, in this industry, make sure you follow me on TikTok to join my live and stay connected. Follow me on TikTok. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, join the Telegram group as well to stay connected. The link is in the bio. Okay, and then for YouTube, the link is below the description box. Right? And I do come live Monday to Thursday. From first time is around 10 a.m. Eastern time, and the second time is around 9 p.m. Eastern time. So this is the second live session, okay, for the day. I didn't come live this morning because I was so busy, but usually I do come live around 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so we're gonna get started, and as you guys are listening in, continue to tap on your screen. Let's get the likes to 20,000, guys. Double tap. Let's get the likes to 20,000. And also, please, if anyone who's here to promote themselves, refrain from doing that, because this is not a place to be promoting yourself. However, if you do have knowledge you want to share and all that, feel free to do that. You can share on the comment section, but this is not a place for you to share signals or promote your business, whatever. Do not do that on this live. If I see anybody doing that, I will have to block you from the live. Okay, thank you very much. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's get started with the analysis. Okay, I hope everybody can see my screen. Hope you guys can see my screen. So the first pair we look at is gold, and then we're going to look at AUD USD. We'll take a look at GBP USD and so on. Okay, what is a broker I can use? Zoom in. I think this is a perfect yeah, the way I have the chart and all that is perfect. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually going to open a different chart here so we can start from scratch. Okay, so anyways, if you're looking for a broker to use, just go to my bio. You'll see there's two brokers that I use and recommend. It's listed on my bio. Just go to my bio and you'll see it. Okay, so guys, because I don't want to waste any time, I'm going to start analyzing first, and then any questions you guys have regarding trading, you can feel free to ask them after I'm done analyzing. Okay, so I'm not going to answer any questions right now. Let me just get straight to the point here. Let's start analyzing gold. Hope you guys can see it. Okay, let's keep tapping on our screen. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes. Let's get the likes to 20,000. Okay, so let's start by analyzing gold. Okay, we are gonna look at yeah, let's look at this. This is the 1 hour time frame that I'm currently in. Okay, or on. I'm on this 1 hour time frame right now, and we can see that gold is currently in an uptrend. Okay, it's currently in an uptrend on this 1 hour time frame, and yeah, this uptrend started started on Sunday. Okay, so when the market opened this week, this is when the price started the uptrend right here. So it's going higher and higher. So since the price is an uptrend, we need to be looking for buying opportunities. Okay, so currently, as of right now, the price is currently at resistance. So we have this resistance at 29.27, which the price is currently at. Okay, so that is a resistance which price we can see it got rejected, came back to that resistance this first time, and oh, thank you Malik for the roses. It got rejected, right? This is the second time price came. It got rejected. What else did we notice? Okay, so the price formed a new low right here, okay, at 28.95. Okay, and this was a good area to enter a buy for gold because it was once a resistance over here. So anytime the price breaks a resistance, usually that resistance can act as a support for the price to push back up. So this is why you can see when gold came back down to 28.95, we got a massive pushback to the upside. Okay, so the price, what I was waiting for, I think from yesterday analysis, we were waiting for the price to come into this internal resistance, which was sitting at 28.84, 28.88. This is where I was waiting to buy gold, but the price never came to this internal resistance. Sorry, not resistance, internal support. It never came into this internal support. Instead, we used the the first support, because this is the first support, this is second support, this is third support. So the price actually stopped at the first support, and then it used it to bounce back up. So yeah, and then now we have a new high, okay, a new higher right here, a new higher low right here at 28.94 that price has created. Okay, so let me delete this there. Okay, so this is basically our new higher low. If the price is going to switch bearish, it means that we need to see a break below this current low, 28.94. Okay, but for now it is an uptrend, so we want to look for buying opportunities. A good area to have bought, like I said, 28.94, 95 would have been a good area. But now, since the price has already bounced up from that, okay, the next thing you want to do is we want to wait for the price to break this current resistance. Okay, if the price can successfully break this current resistance, 29.27, go higher, then we wait for the pullback, then we can enter, we can go long. Okay, so the best is wait for the price to break this resistance, and then when it comes back, then you can look for your long. Okay, but for now, if we're trying to look for long, let's say whatever price doesn't break this resistance, instead it gets rejected and come back down again, then where are we looking for a buy or long? Okay, a good area, just gonna mark this. Let's keep tapping on the screen, guys. I left you a message. Okay, I'm going to check any messages that anyone has sent me. I'm going to respond to them as soon as I get some time. Okay, I'll most likely respond to it by tomorrow. Okay, and for those who are following me, make sure to join the Telegram group. Let me just write that down here. Okay, I do have a Telegram. Free signals link in bio. Okay, so make sure to join it, guys, if you're not already in it. Those watching on YouTube, kindly like this live, please. Okay, that's my founded account. Okay, that's cool. Congratulations. Make sure you continue to use it safely, manage your risk well. So a good area we can look for long would be at 2900. Okay, 2900. That is if the price decides to drop back down. A good area for long would be around 2900. That's number one. Number two, we can also look for long at right here at 20. So between 28.79 and 28.87, that would be a good area for a long as well. Okay, so those are the two best areas for long in the long term. So now let's switch over to the 15-minute time frame. I'm gonna map out areas for possible trades, okay, for quick scalping in case the price comes to that area. These are areas where the price, when it comes to it, it's going to bounce back up quickly. So I'm just marking one of the supports that I see here on this 15-minute time frame. Okay, this is a good area that if the market comes to this area right here, I will not look for a quick entry to go long at 29.16. Okay, so when the price comes here, it will bounce back up to 29.19. Okay, so I'll go long at 29.16, and then I'm going to target 29.19 as my TP. Okay, so that's one area for just quick scalping opportunity. But for long-term trade and all that, we're looking at going long down over here. Let me go back to the, so down over here, so around 28.90 or 2900 and 28.95. Okay, so I'm gonna just set an alert. Set an alert here. When the price comes there, I would like to see the market's reaction. Okay, this one does not want to. Let's keep tapping on our screen, guys. Let's get the likes to 20,000. Okay, so there. So that's gold, guys. Okay, it's in an uptrend. Price is not yet and the areas that we want to enter for going long. So what do we do at this point? We just don't enter any trade. We just have to be patient and yeah, wait for the market to come to us. Okay, just wait for the market to come to us, and if it does come to us, then we go ahead and enter the trade. Okay, so that's good. I've set my alert. Price coming here is not guaranteed. Okay, there's a high chance it could end up even breaking this, so but hey, you never know. So for now, I don't want to enter any shorts just because we are in an uptrend, and I don't want to enter short because that's counter trending and all that. So the best trades to take is going to be a long down here at 29.16. Okay, so with that being said, let's move on to the next pair on the list, AUD USD. Let's double tap on our screen, guys. Double tap. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes to 20,000. Double tap on your screen. How much did you buy an account? Okay, 25K for a funded account. That doesn't sound right. You mean you got a 25K funded account, but you didn't pay 25,000 to get that account? Okay. Oops. Okay, so AUD USD. Salut, j'ai une question. Okay, tu peux donner ta question. Écris ça. Yeah. All right, so let's look at AUD USD. Okay, so AUD USD, goodness, this thing has been flying, eh? And I told you guys this was gonna happen. This is something that literally predicted on yesterday analysis. I told you guys that, hey, AUD USD, I'm late. Did you do gold already? Yes, I did, but I will go back to it again. Okay, once I'm done analyzing everything else. So AUD USD has finally hit the first target that we analyzed yesterday, which was going to be around 0.6326. You can see that it has made it there. I told you guys the target, the main target where I'm expecting AUD USD to get to was around 0.64. Okay, I wanted to see the price, or expecting the price to revisit that previous high on the daily time frame, And if it doesn't make it there, at least halfway to it. So it has already made it halfway to that high. So this is great. I took a buy on AUD USD back down here at 0.6220 down here, and I closed out around 63.28. So yeah, so now the price is most likely going to continue. It's going to most likely continue going higher. The next target is basically this previous high. If the price is able to break that resistance 0.64, then it's going to be able to go higher. If it gets rejected at this point, then it's heading back down. Okay, now once it breaks this resistance, then I don't want to say where it's going next, but it's going to just keep going higher. Okay, so now you want to look for buy on AUD USD. Let's check the 1 hour time frame and see what are the good areas. We're going to actually look at the 4 hour first. Okay, so checking the 4 hour, we can see, all we can see is the price just going higher and higher. There's no sort of like pullbacks that's been happening. The last major pullback that we saw was over here at 62.76. Okay, so price got rejected at this resistance, okay, this area here, and then we see that it pulled back down to 62.34, and then from there it decided to keep going up, and then since then there's no sort of like pullback, nothing like that. Okay, so let me just delete all this stuff. Okay, so for now on the 4 hour time frame, good area to look for a long is around 62.80. Okay, around 62.80, 62.34, anywhere between that price level. Okay, so 62.80 and 62.34 would be a good area to go long on AUD USD on the 4 hour time frame. That's the current support we have on the 4 hour time frame. So if the price comes all the way down here, this is where you want to go long. Okay, so now let's check the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, we have something different happening here. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame, we can see we have this high the price just broke. Okay, we have this high here. I'm going to make this one purple, which the market just broke. And then this is our higher low right there. Okay, so price is coming here, it's not coming back here. So this is, in the short term, could be a good area to go long if the price holds it. What we need to see is the 30-minute candlestick closing at this support. If price can close either 30-minute or 1 hour candlestick at this would be a good area for long. However, if it doesn't, then the next best area to go long would be down here. Okay, so the next best area would be at this level here. So this is 63.08. So between 63.01 and 63.08, this would be a good area to go long on AUD USD. Okay, so I'm going to set an alert at that area. Okay, so I'm expecting AUD USD to come all the way down to 63.29. Okay, if it holds it, then I'll go ahead and go along at this area. If it doesn't hold it, if it just keeps dropping, then the next area I'm looking for long is down here at 63.01, 63.08. I'll go long there and then just target the previous high as my TP. Okay, so that's the AUD USD. Look for long, do not look for short. Let's keep tapping on our screen, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes to 20,000. Okay, so yeah, so that's AUD USD. Let's move on to the next pair. Let's look at GBP USD next. I have AUD USD open there. So for AUD USD, I don't even need to look at it. It's going to take a while. I'm going to open gold on my other screen. For those who are in TikTok, you guys may not be able to see my other screen. Okay, so GBP/USD next. Let's look at what this one is up to. This one here is also in an uptrend. So the best trades to be looking for is, of course, to go long. Okay, you want to be looking for long on GBP/USD. Make sure to join the Telegram group if you're just joining the live. Welcome. What I'm doing here is analyzing the Forex market. I do this whenever I come live, Monday to Thursday. It's a great place to learn if you're a beginner. You want to learn how to trade, how to analyze the market. Then make sure you follow me on TikTok. Join the free Telegram, okay, group to stay connected. Link is in the bio. Okay. So free signals 3 times a week. Okay. All right. So GBP/USD. This is the daily time frame. It is in an uptrend. Okay. On this daily time frame, what we can see is that the previous high, the prices, this is where the prices are right now, right? So the previous high is right here. Okay, this is around 1.2679 around there. Okay, where I have this purple line, this was basically the previous high. Okay, so the previous high GBP/USD just broke on the daily time frame, and ever since it broke out, as you guys can see, it hasn't come back here for a retest, so it's just been going higher and higher. So what does this mean? It means that if the price comes back down here around 1.2691, this would be a good area to go long on GBP/USD. Okay, so that's the first good area to go long on GBP/USD. The other good area to go long on GBP/USD based on this time frame, let's go to the 4-hour time frame and see if we have any internal support. And we do have internal support right here. Okay, I'm gonna just mark it down. Okay, so we do have internal support. This daily time frame uptrend, the internal support right now we have, it's at 125.84, 126.26. Okay, other than this one, I'm going to check the other time frames to see if there's anything else. Nope, nothing on the 2-hour. 1.2590, 1.2583 around there, and then this is where you go long. Okay, so that's on the daily time frame. Now let's check in the short term, because we don't just focus this one. What I just told you guys, this is like long-term price movements. For the price to come all the way back here, it may not happen right away. Okay, the price is still moving higher and higher. You can see on the 1-hour time frame we have this very strong uptrend that the price is in. Okay, so what you want to do is trade in the direction of this current trend here. Okay, so this is just a temporary move upward that GBP/USD is in. So currently, let's see where the price is at. I don't know what this is. Let me go back. Let's check. Okay. All right, so I see here. So I need to change this. So this was once a previous high. Price never came back to do a retest on this one. So sometimes you might even miss trades. Okay, so this, where I have this black line here, this was once a resistance. Okay, this was once a resistance that I marked. Price broke above it, and I was waiting for the price to come back here for retest, but the price didn't do that. Instead, it just kept going higher and higher, forming new highs and new lows. Sometimes that may happen, and that causes you to just miss out on trade, but it's fine. We always have to be patient and wait for the best entry level. You don't want to chase the market. You know, eventually the price is going to come down. Okay, whatever goes up always comes down. That's one thing you have to understand. So yeah, patience is key. So looking at this 1-hour time frame now, what we want to do now is mark the previous high and the previous higher low so we can know what the price is about to do. So on this 1 hour time frame, what do we see right now? We can see we have a high over here, okay, at where is it at? This is a high at 1.2901, which GBPUSD just broke above. As you can see, we got this big 1 hour bullish candlestick that has successfully broken that resistance, right? So once the price has broken a resistance, the next thing we want to mark is also the previous higher low. Okay, we mark the high that it just broke and the previous higher low that the price currently has, which is right here at 128.87. Okay, so what does this mean? Where we want to look for buy would be around this area. Okay, so 1.2887. But before buying, you want to wait for confirmation that the price is actually going to hold it, right? So the confirmation you're looking for is a 30 minutes or a 1 hour candlestick that closes bullish on that support. So once you see that, then you go ahead and enter buy, and then you target this previous high as your TP. Okay, now if the price breaks below this level, if it breaks below the previous higher low, which is sitting at 128.87, this now turns a little bit bearish. All right, so once price breaks below it, this is now the market signaling that it may be heading downward. Okay, so at this point, you no longer want to be looking for buy. You want to start looking for sell when the price goes back to pullback, right? So that's basically it. Yeah, so that's basically it. And a good area where the price is going to pull back to is the second previous higher low. So this one here acts as a strong support for the market to pull back from. So if it breaks below this low, 1.2887, is going to go all the way down to this level here. It's going to go all the way down to 1.2854, 1.2860, and this is the area where it's going to reverse, go back up, and then start heading down even more. Okay, so these are all possible scenarios for GBP USD. Okay, and if the price starts going down, you know where it is going. It is going to be heading back to this support on the daily time frame. Okay, so once the price clears this uptrend, because this is an uptrend on the 1 hour time frame, when the price clears it, it's going to start heading down back to this support, and this is where it's going to receive massive support to head even higher. Okay, the daily time frame is basically the magnet. That is basically what's controlling the direction of the price and so on. So yeah, so for GBPUSD, let's check the 15. So we want to see the price come all the way down to 1.2887, and if we close a 30-minute bullish candlestick at that area, then we go long. If we don't, then we don't go long. Okay, so far it hasn't done that yet. It's literally right now, it's just in the middle. It's in the middle. And another thing I am seeing, okay, we do have an internal support right here, which, okay, in the short term could be a good area to buy as well. Okay, but this might be very quick. So for me, I don't really trade based on the 15-minute internal support. I mostly just use 30 minutes and 1 hour because it's not going to be so quick. Like for this one here, the price may actually just head all the way here and then back. So the confirmation comes in a little bit too late. But yeah, that's GBPUSD. I'm going to set an alert at 1.2887. When the price comes there, we wait and see how the market reacts. Okay, so far we've analyzed gold, we've analyzed GBPUSD, and we analyze what is it? I think we analyzed AUD/USD as well. So this is gold here. It hasn't come to the area for potential buy. It hasn't. Right now it's still literally just hanging right here. So for gold, we're not entering any trade either right now for gold, the best area for us to look for long is down here at 29.16. Okay, 29.16 is one area for quick scalp for gold, targeting 29.19 as the TP. Now for the long term, we want to look for long on gold at 28.90, 2900 and 28.95. Okay, I'm late to the party. You don't see gold hitting all-time high. Yes, I do actually. I predicted that on the yesterday's analysis. I told you guys that where gold is heading to is back. It's heading back to this previous high. This is basically it. It is gold is on a mission heading back to this high. That is the main target. That's where the price is heading. Once it gets there, then one of two things can happen. Either one, it breaks above this to go higher, or it gets rejected and come back down crashing. So yeah, so and one of the things that's assisting gold to head higher is this uptrend. Okay, so this uptrend, why do I have so many lines? Okay, so this uptrend here, I don't know why I have all this. Okay, so this uptrend that the price is on the 1 hour, this is basically what gold is using to head to that that previous high. So eventually it should get there. So that's why we want to be joining in the buy every pullback. The last best area to have bought gold was down here at 28.94. This was the last best area to buy gold. If you bought it here and you are still holding the trade, keep holding the trade. Okay, keep holding the trade. If you want to close out now because you're too scared that the price might crash, then go ahead, just close it. But if you got in at 28.94.95, that was a really good area to enter. Okay, so for those who didn't enter yet, we need to be patient and wait for either the price to break the current resistance, which is at 29.28. We want to patiently wait for gold to break that resistance, and if it does, then we wait for the pullback back to 29.28, and then we go long, right? So that's scenario number one. Scenario number two is we wait for gold to come back down to 2900, okay, 2900, or even 29.16 might be a good area. If the price comes here, this could be the turning point for the price to head back up higher. Okay, so we either enter around 29.16, number one, or 2900, number two. We don't want to enter gold at this area because this is a resistance. Trying to buy at a resistance is very, very risky game. It's very risky for me. I wouldn't, just because anything can happen. It can choose to get rejected and then just head back down. It's always good when you are buying, okay, whenever you are trading and everything, just look at the chart. If the area where you're buying looks like it's a new high that the price is creating, then do not buy at that area. But if it looks like, let's say there's a high above the area where you're buying, then that means it's a good area that you're buying. Okay, always make sure when you're opening the chart, the place where you're buying is not the top part. Okay, when you look at the candlestick formation, make sure you're not buying at the top part. You're buying at the bottom. The area where you're buying, there's a high above it already. That is a good area for a buy. And then for a sell, make sure the area where you're selling is not, make sure you're not selling at the bottom part. If you're entering a sell when the chart is literally forming a new low, it's very risky, because anytime the price forms a new low, it always retraces back up. If you're entering at the new low, you just have a high chance of getting scared, because the price is going to start going against you, and you're going to start getting scared, and you might close the trade out of fear. And then as soon as you close it, that's when the price starts heading down. Okay, so when you're trying to sell, make sure you're selling when the price is forming high. So you're selling when the price is going back up. Okay, so this would be where you sell. Okay, so the area you're selling, make sure there's another low below the price. Okay, make sure there's already another low below where you're selling. If there's no low below where you're selling, then it just means that you're selling at a low point, which is not good. Okay, okay, so that's GBP/USD and that's gold. Let me check US 100, because this was one thing I analyzed yesterday as well. One person was, can you show in candle? This is candlesticks, my dear. This is candlestick. So one person recommended for me to analyze the US 100 yesterday. So I want to just see how the analysis is playing out so far. So US 100, I analyzed it yesterday, and I checked the daily time frame, and I saw that it is in an uptrend. Okay, that's one thing that I noticed. It's in an uptrend. What's the other thing I noticed? The other thing I noticed is that the price, thank you Bishop for the gift. Another thing I noticed with US 100 is that it has returned to the support, which is the previous higher low here for this uptrend. Okay, so this uptrend that it is on, this is the previous higher low right here at 20,310. So we can see the price came to that area and it held it. We see a daily candle closing bullish. So the next expectation or target is for the price to return back up to around 21,200. Okay, so that's where I'm expecting US 100 to get to. And if you check the 1 hour time frame, we can also see a confirmation that the price is heading there. Okay, so what we can see here is that we had on this 1 hour time frame, placing trade buyer says not just checking if the trend is bottom or top, you need to use strategy. Okay, so anyways, on the 1 hour time frame, what we see is that the price broke this lower high here. Okay, so it broke it, came back for retest, held it, and now it's heading higher. Okay, so the next thing that US 100 needs to do is break this current resistance here. Once it breaks this resistance, then it's going to be able to start heading higher. Okay, so nevertheless, you want to look for long on Audi. What do I keep saying? Audi. You want to look for long on US 100. Okay, that's the best possible trades to be taken. That's what I would recommend. Okay, so far we have analyzed a lot of pairs. We've looked at like 4 pairs already. Let's look at EUR GBP. Okay, so let me open that one. Okay, so I think this will be the last pair I look at, and then we'll go through some trading education. Let's keep tap on our screen, guys. Let's get the likes to 20,000. Double tap on your screen. Let's get the likes to 20,000. We're going to be starting our trading education very, very soon here. Oh wow, URG, wow, it's amazing. Okay, yeah, amazing, amazing. Okay, this was February 28th. So this one here has not flipped bullish, as we can see here. Just got here. Hope we get a good setup for profit. I'm new here. Okay, I've already given a few setups. If you missed it, just rewatch the live. This live, by the way, it's going to be uploaded on YouTube. So if you guys want to refresh your memory about what the analysis was, just go to my YouTube channel. You'll see the analysis. This analysis that I'm doing is getting recorded. It's going to be posted on YouTube, so you can rewatch it. And watching there. Okay, so this is the 1 hour time frame, we can see that price has successfully broken this previous lower high, or yeah, so this lower high here, the price successfully broke. What's the YouTube name? It's on my TikTok bio. If you go to the TikTok bio, you'll see the link to the YouTube channel. Okay, so it broke above this high here, this lower high, aka resistance 83.05, broke it, and then now it's heading higher. Ever since it broke it though, never came back for retest. Let's check what the daily time frame is looking like. See here. Okay, so even on the daily time frame, yeah, we got successful breakout, but the price is now at a resistance. Okay, it's at a good area for the price to start coming back down. Okay, this is a good area, 83.78, good area for the market start heading down. Okay, so what we want to do now, I'm going to delete this. We see we got a break of structure right here. The price just broke this previous lower high, and then we have our low right here. Okay, so where do you want to look for long? Okay, the best area to look for long is now at 83.05. 83.05, between 83.05 82.46 would be a good area to go long on this pair here, EUR-GBP. Okay, so that's one good area for long. Let's check the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame, what do we see here? We see that the market, see, yeah, so it did get rejected. The price is gonna head down. Okay, it's gonna start heading down because we see that we got rejected here. This was the high here at 83.80. It got rejected there, so now it's gonna start heading down. Okay, right now it has some support. We have some support right here. Okay, so we have support right here. That's number one area for the price to bounce back up from. So yeah, so what I am expecting is the price to get reached. It's going to come down all the way down to this area. Okay, this is 83.56, and this is where it should come all the way down to. Now when it comes here, and if we get a 1 hour candle to close bullish at this level, then this is a good area to go long. Okay, price is going to go long at that area if it holds the support. If it doesn't, the next area, best area would be, we have support right here. We have some support at 83.26. This is one here, 83.26 right here. And then yeah, so those are two possible areas. Either it holds this and then you go long here. If it doesn't, you have long opportunity at 83.26, and then you also have 83.05. Okay, so 83.26 and then 83.05. Okay, those are all possible areas to go long, right? So keep an eye on those areas. As the price is bullish now, it's going to start heading higher, especially if it pulls back down to 83.05. It will start heading higher. Okay? And I believe the target is this previous high. This is the main target here, 84.60 is basically the main target. This is where the price is eventually should get to. Eventually. Okay, so yeah, this pair here is definitely a buy. Make sure you look for a buy. And yeah, so the low, the price, the level where I don't expect the price to go down to anymore for now is 82.39. Okay, as long as the price is above 82.39, it's going to still remain bullish. But if it comes back and breaks below this level, then of course it's no longer bullish. Okay, but for now in the short term, it is a sell. Okay, in the short term, you want to trade against the trend. Then in the short term, this is a sell. The price is gonna sell from this area where it's at. Okay, so that's EUR. Okay, so at this point, you guys feel free to ask any questions regarding trading. If you have any questions, things you don't understand yet about trading, this is now the time to ask. For those who are following me, make sure you also join the Telegram group. Okay, join the Telegram group. You get free signals 3 times a week. Free signals. Okay. Is a 4-hour time frame the best to analyze? Yeah, 4 hour is a good time frame to analyze. 1 hour is also good. If you want to find quick trade setups, then look at analyzing the 1 hour time frame. You'll be able to find quick setups. 15-minute time frame is also good. You still think US 100 is going up? Yeah, based on what the market is showing, I believe it's gonna go up. Yeah, so guys, now since I see there's no questions, I'm using the candlestick chart. Okay, I'm still confused about 15-minute time frame. If the 15-minute time frame is confusing you, then don't trade on it. Just go on the 1 hour, guys. Okay, go on the 1 hour and you can just find setups there. Okay, so yeah, so basically guys, I want to explain to you guys about how the market moves. Okay, any market that you're looking at, okay, it's moving in trends. The market, all these things that you're seeing here, this red and green stuff, they're called candlesticks. Okay, they're called candlestick, and their purpose is basically to show you how the price has moved in the past and how it's moving currently, and all this past movement that the candlestick created and all that are movements that price is going to repeat in the future. Okay, so there's 3 types of trends that the market can be in. Either it is in an uptrend. Is there a possibility that BTC might later dump down to 176? I'm not too sure about that. I haven't analyzed BTC in a while. Okay, I have not analyzed it, and I cannot analyze BTC on this live, unfortunately. So there's 3 types of trends. Either the price is moving up, forming higher highs and higher lows. Okay, this is called an uptrend, right? Or it is going downward, forming lower highs, and this is a bad example, or it's forming going down like this. Okay, so this is called a downtrend. Okay, this is called a downtrend. Okay, so that's it. This is a downtrend. When the candlesticks are forming this type of formation, it's a downtrend. When it's doing this, it is an uptrend. Okay, and then the other type of trend we have, this is the most boring one. This is the one where the price is just like going side to side. It's neither forming new highs nor forming new lows. Okay, this is called just sideways trend. Okay, sideways. So that's it. These are the 3 directions in the price. Any market that you're looking at, it is either going to be in an uptrend, downtrend, or it's in a sideways trend. Okay, if the price is moving in an uptrend, the best trade for you to be taking is to look for buy. Okay, if the price is moving in a downtrend, the best trades for you to look for is sell. Okay, but the thing is, most people, this can be very confusing, because when you're looking at the real chart, okay, because what I just drew here for you guys, you can see I'm literally just drawing a straight line. Everything looks so nice and perfect, right? But when you start looking at the real chart, that is usually not the case, right? In the real chart, what you can see, like, you just see a bunch of like crazy moves. It doesn't even, sometimes it can be very hard to determine what trend is the market in. Like, all these things can be very confusing. So one way to clear this out, you have to understand that the price can be in, how do I say, we have major trends and we have minor trend. Okay, usually the major trend is the ones where the pullback has a significant, like the price will pull back significantly. Okay, it will go down really, like to a really low level. Okay, and then once it does that, okay, it forms a new, let's say for example this is a downtrend. Let me actually draw it. Okay, so let's assume this is a downtrend. This is how the price is moving in a downtrend, right? It's forming. This is how the price is moving, right? In a downtrend. Okay, it is moving like this in a downtrend, and then each of these lows it makes, okay, this is basically the thing that shows it is in a downtrend. It's forming new lower lows and lower lows, okay, and then it's forming new lower highs and lower highs. Now this lower low and the lower high is actually where the major trend is at. Okay, now the pullback is where we have the minor trend. The pullback is when the price will start forming. It's like basically when you look at it, you're seeing the opposite, where the price, it looks like it's in an uptrend, it's forming higher highs and higher lows, but this is actually a pullback. The major trend is a downtrend, but inwardly we have an uptrend which the price is using. This is just a retracement, but the retracement is going to be seen as an uptrend. Okay, so in a downtrend, when price is going back to do a retest, it will be seen as an uptrend on lower time frames. Sometimes on even the same time frame, it will look like it's going to look like an uptrend, but you need to look at the bigger picture. This is why it's really good. Zoom out, okay, zoom out on the chart to make sure you're looking for the swing highs and the swing lows that the price is forming. These are like the major moves. That's the thing that's actually controlling the price. Okay, so now about one easy way that you can actually understand exactly where to place your sell in a downtrend. It's simply to just mark the current low, figure out what the current low is. Okay, so for example, if I have a downtrend, this is a downtrend like this. Okay, so this will be where the current low is, right? This is wherever the price is, that's the current low. Okay, and then once I've determined what the current low is, I need to basically go and mark the previous lower high. Okay, in this case it would be this one here. Okay, so that would be where the previous lower high is, and I can mark that level. Okay, you mark that previous lower high, and then the previous lower low, sorry, so you mark the previous lower low, and then the next thing you need to mark is also the previous lower high. In this case it is this. Okay, you mark the previous lower low and you mark the previous lower high. Okay, so now once you've done that, basically in a downtrend, the best area for you to look to enter a sell is when the price is revisiting the previous lower low. The price is coming back to the previous lower low. This is a good area to go to go short from, okay, to sell from. That's number one. That previous level low acts as a resistance. That's number one area to look for a short. Number two area, you also have internal resistances, okay? So this is in the formation of bullish candlestick followed by bearish candlestick, okay? So when you're marking, after you're done marking the previous lower low and the previous lower high, the next thing you need to mark is any internal resistance that we have, okay? That is the next thing that you need to mark, okay? So you're looking for any formation of a bullish candlestick followed by a bearish candlestick between this zone here, and you start with the time frame that you analyze the trend on, okay? So if you see, for example, you go with the most recent one, you start with the recent one and then and so on, okay? So for example, if I saw that there was a green candlestick here followed by a red candlestick here, this is basically an internal resistance, okay? So maybe we might have another one all the way up here, okay? We may have another one up here, green candlestick followed by a red candlestick. This is another resistance, but I'm going to focus on the most recent one, the one that's the closest to the breakout of that low, okay? That's the one I'm going to focus on. So as I am looking for this, once I find that internal support, I call it internal support because that's what it is, I'm going to connect this, okay? Those two candlesticks, the green and the red candlestick, I want to basically connect them, just put them inside a box like this. You can grab this box on TradingView here under this section, just select rectangle, and then you have, okay? Can you show with actual candlestick? Yeah, I'm going to show, I can do that, okay? So you have that. So what you want to do now, okay? So this is the most recent one, and this is the one that I'm looking to enter sell from, okay? Oh, my alert just came on for GBP/USD. Let me see what's up. Okay, so GBP/USD is back at that support. I'm going to keep a close eye on it now to see how the market is reacting. It's back at that support here at 28.87. Now I'm going to wait to see if we can get a 15-minute or 30-minute candle to close at that support. If we do get it, then it's a buy, okay? Okay, so back to the lesson. So once you've marked the internal support, the next thing is you want to look to sell at that area, okay? So as the price is coming here, you want to wait for the price to fully mitigate this area, like fully go all the way. And when you're connecting those candlesticks, it's from the wick, the top wick to the bottom wick, okay? We want to see the price go like all the way to it, and then before we go ahead and sell, you want to see a bearish candlestick, which is showing you that the price has gotten rejected, okay? Now the time frame that you want to look for that rejection is on 1 hour. So if this is a trend that you see on a 1 hour, 4 hour or 4 hour time frame, then the candlesticks that you want to look for confirmation is a 1 hour bearish candlestick. All right, so once you see a 1 hour bearish candlestick as the price is coming into this internal resistance, this is when you go ahead and enter a sell, because the next thing that's going to happen is the price is going to return back to this previous low, okay? It's going to return back to this previous low here. If it doesn't come all the way here, it's going to make its way at least halfway to it. That's why I say you can have two take profit. You target halfway to this low, all right? You can take profit there, and then the second take profit could be the actual main target there, okay? So that's it. That's number one. Now this internal support, let's say for example price comes to this one, but it doesn't get rejected. Instead the price goes higher. So then you're going to look for the next one, right? So if the price gets rejected at this one, I mean, if it doesn't get rejected at this one, then it's going to go to the next internal support, which in this case would be this one here, since it didn't get rejected. Okay, so it's going to go to this one here, and then this is where, if the price, usually if it doesn't get rejected at the first one, the second one is where the price is going to get rejected. Majority of the time that's what happened. So now you just wait for confirmation. The same thing, you're waiting for bearish 1 hour candlestick at this level. Once the price gets rejected there, then you go ahead. Yeah, so when the price gets rejected here, then you go ahead and sell. Now the next thing, you target the previous low as your TP. Okay, so that's how you enter a sell in a downtrend. You don't just randomly, price is forming a new low and this is where you're entering a sell. No, 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 no. Wait for the price to go back. Okay, and if it doesn't go back, it's fine. You just wait for the next setup. Okay, eventually something's gonna happen. Just know that anytime the price forms a new low, there's always a pullback. Okay, there's always a pullback, so you don't want to be buying at a low. Okay, so that's downtrend. In an uptrend, now let me actually show you guys some live chart example of this, because this is just drawing. It's good for you guys to see the real thing in a real chart. So let me try to find a good pair that actually respects this setup. Okay, no, because not every pair respects this setup, by the way. Okay, just know that not every pair. There's some pair like USD JPY, you know, all those, a lot of the JPY pairs may not really respect the setup. They have their own way of moving, but I find that gold, okay, so gold is really good at respecting the trend. Okay, GOLD, you know, Euro USD, these type of pairs, they tend to really respect the trend very, very well. Even US 100 respects trends really well. Okay, so if you're trying to trade this type of, you know, setup, make sure you go and look for markets. This, you can look at this ones that I just listed, or you can backtest other markets that you like. Do backtesting to see if it really respects the setup or not. GBUSD, please. Yeah, I'm looking at GBUSD right now, waiting for confirmation to go long. Where are you from? Canada. Okay, so now let me show you some example. I think I'm going to use gold as an example for this, because gold literally does this a lot of the time. So let me see, let me find a chart. Okay, and it works really well on 1 hour, daily time frame, and 4 hour. Okay, so let me see, let's look at the past movement of gold. Let's look at this. Okay. I think I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna delete all this. Let me start with a clean chart. Okay, so I have with me here 1 hour chart. Okay, I have a 1 hour chart right here, and you can see this is a clear uptrend that gold is in. I want to find a point. Okay, let's actually start. What is a good point? Okay, let's start right here. Let's start with this. Find a good point. It's usually good when you're following the trend live, but when the price has already happened. Okay, so let me focus on this one here. Okay, so you can see here we have an uptrend. Okay, this is a nice uptrend the gold is in. Okay, this is a nice uptrend that the price is in. So let's actually start with this point over here. Okay, so over here we see a high. Okay, the price just broke. This is this level where I have the purple line. That's a high the price breaks. Okay, it breaks that high. So once it breaks that high, this is the candle. Okay, this is the point where the price broke that high right there. So it breaks that high. As soon as you notice price breaks a high, mark that high that it just broke. The next thing you need to mark is the low. Okay, the lowest point price went to after it got rejected at this high. So this here is where the price got rejected. So when it got rejected at this point, it dropped all the way down here. So I'm going to put a line right here. Okay, so price broke it. Now we need to look for internal support that the price has. Looking at this 1 hour time frame, the only internal support that I see is right here. Okay, so I see an internal support right here because there's this red candle followed by a green candle. Okay, so I'm going to mark this from the top wick of those two candles and the bottom wick, move it to the left. Okay, so now other than this, there's nothing else. Okay, there's nothing else. So since there's nothing else, the next thing I do, since this is 1 hour time frame, I need to drop down. There's one more time frame that I'm going to go down to look for internal support, and that is 30 minutes. Okay, so I'll look, I can actually check 45 minutes as well. Okay, so check 45 minutes. I'm going to the 45-minute time frame. So this is that same internal support on the 1 hour. Other than that, there's nothing else. All we see is green, green, green. So since there's nothing, you check the 30 minutes. That's the last time frame that I'll go to. Okay, so on this 30-minute time frame, there's nothing else either. There's nothing. Actually, there's nothing here. There's nothing. Okay, so this is the only one. So we can see here, where is it? So we can see here when the price, I'm back on the 1 hour time frame, we can see that when the price tapped into this internal support here, okay, usually what we want to see is the price to come all the way down here, like all the way down. Okay, but if it makes its way halfway, this is still acceptable as well. Okay, so either we come all the way down or we are halfway to it. This is still good. So the price actually came halfway to it. And then before we go ahead and go long, we need a 1 hour candle to close bullish, either 1 hour or 30 minutes. So as soon as you see a 1 hour candle or a 30 minutes candle closing bullish, that is your signal to go ahead and go long. And the target is going to be this previous high as your take profit. Okay, if I go to the 30 minutes time frame, we can see that. Thank you for the roses. Okay, so I'm back on this 30 minutes. So you can see the moment the price tapped into it, we got a 30 minutes candle here that closed bullish. So this is already a good enough confirmation to go long. And when you do go long here, your stop loss needs to be below this low. This higher low is where I'll set my stop loss, slightly below it. Don't set it exactly at that area. Okay, so that's basically it. So you can see one example of that working. This is how you'll be trading it. Okay, so let's see at the next high what happened next. I'm going to use, because this is an uptrend, perfect example to be using. So the next thing that happened is, so you see this area where the price got rejected, right? This is now a new resistance. Initially this was a resistance, price broke above, this turns into support. Doesn't matter on the wick size. No, it doesn't matter. No. Okay, so the next resistance now we have is this one. This is no longer resistance because price broke to it. So that's our next resistance. Now what do we do? Anytime price forms a new resistance, just mark it as well, just so you can keep an eye on when the price like if it has broken it or not. Okay, so where I have that red line is actually the new resistance, and I can see now price has broken this resistance right here. Okay, so anytime the price breaks a resistance or a high, you want to mark that, and the next thing you need to mark now is the low point. Okay, so that red line is the resistance price just broke. So now that the price has broken it, I'll mark that resistance with the price just broke, and I'm going to mark the low point the price went to. Okay, so after the price got rejected here, it dropped all the way down here. Okay, so that is an important area to mark as well, because it's going to give you this zone. Okay, it gives you this zone like this. And now once you do that, you don't just stop there, you need to mark internal support. So the most recent one that we have is right here. This is an internal support here. You can see I just marked it. Okay, so I just marked, so it's this red candle, and the green candle that follows it is the thing that forms that support. Okay, so what I want to look for is a buy at this zone. Okay, so as soon as the price taps into this zone, the next thing I want to do is wait for the 1 hour to close bullish, either 1 hour or 30 minutes. As soon as I get a 30 minute or a 1 hour candle closing bullish, I'll buy, and then I target this high as my TP. So here's another perfect example of that playing out. If I go to the 30 minute, you can see how this played out. Okay, so this is when the price was coming back to this zone. You can see it came into it, and then we got a 30-minute candle closing bullish. Okay, that 30-minute candle closing bullish is your confirmation to go ahead and go long. Okay, so now the price is now going to return back to this previous high, and yeah, that previous high is now your new resistance. So this is now our new resistance, which I would have already put a line at that area. That's now the new level I need to keep an eye on. Yeah, so that's now that's now the level I want to keep an eye on. Okay, so I hope this is making sense. Okay, hope this is making sense. Like I said, gold does a really great job respecting this setup. GBP/USD also does good job. AUD/USD, in fact, recently AUD/USD just did that. Let me open a different chart. So for AUD/USD, we actually got that set up here on the daily time frame. Okay, even on the 1 hour. Okay, so this is AUD/USD. This is AUD/USD. This is 1 hour time frame. Price has been going up, but I want to show you guys on the daily time frame. Okay, so on the daily time frame here for AUD/USD. Okay, here, ignore all the stuff in the middle. Let me open a different chart, because this, I don't want you guys to get confused. AUD/USD. So AUD/USD, let me open this random chart. Okay, so this is AUD/USD on the daily time frame. Okay, this is AUD/USD on the daily time frame. Okay, on the daily time frame, what we can see is that we had a high right here. Okay, had a high right here with AUD/USD just broke. You see that this is a high 63.32. We got the price broke that high. Okay, it broke that high. So what you need to do is mark that high that it just broke, and then the next thing you need to mark is the low point. So when the price got rejected here, it dropped all the way down here. Okay, So that is basically the low point. You mark that. Now the next thing you need to do is mark the internal support that the price has. Okay, so this is for buying. So for buying, you're looking for internal support, and the internal support is in the form of a red candle, or red candle followed by a green candle. Okay, red candle followed by a green candle, that forms the support. So you start with the time frame that you saw the breakout of that high from. Okay, so you started with that time frame. So this is the daily time frame. I want to see if there's any formation of a red candle followed by a green candle between this high the price just broke and this low. Okay, and then I can see I have a here. And guys, I just want to let you guys know, make sure you be aware that this is my one and only TikTok account. I don't have any other TikTok accounts. I do have a lot of people who are impersonating me. You know, they have like a lot of different TikTok accounts under my name, and they may send you messages asking for money and all that. So just be careful. Don't ever send money to anybody who is like acting as me or acting as anybody in this industry asking you for money. Do not ever send money to them. Okay, you want to make sure you like trade for yourself. Anybody telling you, hey, I can help you grow your account to this amount, just give me this and I can double it, it is not real. Okay, so do be very careful. Me, I will personally never send you a message asking you to send like to give me money or whatever, unless you're trying to register for my trading class. Then I'm going to this is all going to be professional. Like there's a form that you fill and everything. Okay, but don't fall for it. Anybody who's sending you a message as me asking you for money, it is not me. Okay, and this is my only TikTok account. Okay, so let's continue here with this analysis. I had to mention that because I think I saw a TikTok account on this live that literally had my name and everything, and I checked the profile. I think they had like 2,000 or 3,000 followers, so I just had to point that out. Okay, so anyways, let's look for any internal support on the daily time frame. We have right here. Okay, we have this internal support right here. Okay, now with this internal support, what do we see is that the price came into it, it didn't hold it because we see the price broke right through. Okay, so other than this internal support, the next one on the daily time frame, there's actually none. This is the only one that we have, but the price broke into this. Okay, the price literally just broke this, and then instead of holding this, it dropped here instead and then headed up. Okay, the reason why is because we have another internal support on a different time frame. Okay, so on the daily time frame, when you are looking for internal support, you start with the daily time frame. If there's none, and even if there is any, go to the other time frames to look for it. Okay, so you always start by focusing on the most recent one. The most recent one is the one that's closest to the breakout. So this is the point price breakout. So right below that level, the most recent area where I see red candle followed by green candle, that is what I'm going to focus on. So on the daily time frame, the most recent one is this one. Okay, now I'm going to check other time frames. The next time frame that I'm going to go on the left side is also a red candle. Then on the left side is also a red candle, then a green candle. Why this zone? I don't understand. On the left side, there's also a green. Yeah, you need to. Are you saying this, or let's get the likes to 20,000, guys. Double tap on your screen. Okay, I'm after the first high. Yeah. I'm not sure why you were explaining what you're referring to. Give more details. Okay. So on the daily time frame, this is the only internal support that we have. So the next thing we want to do is check the other time frame. The next time frame you go to is 4 hour. Okay. So you start, if you're analyzing from a daily, you will look for internal support starting from the daily, and then you drop down to 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, and then lastly we have 30 minutes. But with the daily time frame, you want to start with 1 hour. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, and if you're analyzing with the 1 hour, then that means that you're looking for internal support on the 1 hour time frame, and then you're dropping down all the way to 30 minutes. So you start 1 hour time frame. If there's non-internal support, even if there is any, market still go to the other time frames, 45 and 30 minutes, and see if there's any. Okay, if you're looking for the daily time frame, then you start marking internal supports that's on the daily time frame, and still start heading down to 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour, and then you stop. Okay, so this is the daily time frame. I see here, this is the internal support that I only have. So now I'm going to go to the 4 hour time frame. Okay, so on this 4 hour time frame, the most recent internal support that we have is right here. Okay, so you can see here we have an internal support right here, because actually this one does not count. Okay, because this doesn't count because the red candle, after this red candle, the next candle that follows it, okay, GOLD has not yet. We need a 30 minutes confirmation. Okay, still waiting. So this 4 hour internal support does not count because the green candle that follows is actually the candle that breaks out. Okay, so we cannot use that as the internal support. That would not count. So this is not an internal support to be used. Okay, so on the 4 hour time frame, we actually have internal support right here. I'm going to make this a different color so we know this is on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, so this is it here on the 4 hour time frame. So this is it right here. Okay, so what do we see? Price came all the way, it didn't hold. Okay, after this, the next one that we have, the next internal support that we have is right here. Okay, the next internal support that we have is right here. Right here. Okay, so this one here, price didn't hold it, so we would not have entered a buy. You would not have entered a buy. The confirmation you're looking for is a 4 hour time frame. Okay, so 4 hour green candlestick. So when the price tapped into this support, you would have to wait for a 4 hour bullish candlestick, right? The price closes a 4 hour bullish candlestick at this level, then you will go ahead and enter a buy. If it doesn't, you wait for the price to go to the next one, and when it comes to the next one and it successfully closes a 4 hour bullish candlestick, then you would buy. Okay, and the reason why we're using 4 hour bullish candlestick is because this support that we're looking at is on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, it's on the 4 hour time frame, so that's why we're using a 4 hour candlestick. If it was on the 1 hour, it was a 1 hour support, then we would use the 1 hour candlestick as a confirmation. Okay, so what do we see? The price fell to hold this one here, the first one. So it went to the second one, and guess what happened? The price tapped, it made its way halfway. Okay, initially tapped into this, initially came here, it held it. This was already a confirmation that the market is about to head higher. Okay, this green candlestick here is already the confirmation that you need to go ahead and enter buy. After seeing this, you enter your buy the next candle that starts. right? And then if you're going to set your stop loss, the best area to set your stop loss is below this previous low. Okay, this low point here, this is where you're setting your stop loss. You don't set your stop loss below the candlestick that held the support. No, that's a dangerous area, because just because the price held this support, it doesn't mean that the price cannot go down more. Okay, the price can still choose to go down more. However, eventually it's going to go up higher eventually, and the one thing that's going to ensure that the price go higher is that it has to make sure to not break this support. So if the price ends up coming down after holding that support, it ends up coming down and breaks it, it means that it has failed. Okay, it just means, you know, the setup has failed. But majority of the time, as soon as the price holds that support, it's gonna eventually go up. It might not go up right away, it might go sideways, but this is an area where price tends to go sideways a lot. It will just keep moving side to side for a long period of time before it finally go up higher. Okay, so that's what exactly happened here with GOLD USD. You can see it went sideways for a long time before we finally saw the push back up, and you can see amazingly the price return. Okay, it has already made it halfway to the previous high, which is up here. Okay, so then that becomes liquidity that may be taken out later. Exactly. So this low point, this area, the price used as support, if the price ends up coming back to that area the next time, instead of the price holding here to bounce back up, what the price is actually going to do is break below it. Okay, now when the price breaks below that area, the next area where it's going to bounce back up is this the area where the higher low is at. Okay, so this is now going to be the area where price will bounce back up from. Okay, so I hope that explanation makes sense. This is literally a really powerful strategy you can be using to predict when the price is about to go up. I also have examples on GPUSD. Let me actually show you guys with GPUSD using 1 hour time frame, because it did play out. So let's see with GPUSD which is a good example here. Let me open. Let's keep tapping on our screen, guys. Double tap, and if you're just joining the live, welcome. It's great to have you here. Let's get the likes to 20,000. What I'm doing here, in case you're wondering, analyzing the Forex market, and I'm also teaching guys right now. I've already done analysis, and I'm just teaching you how to analyze the market using market structure strategy. Okay, this is a great place to learn if you're a beginner. If you want to get more information for free, make sure to join the Telegram group. Follow me on TikTok. Okay, yeah, join me on TikTok, follow me, and join the Telegram group. Okay, yeah, and I come live twice a day. First time is around 10 a.m. Eastern time. Second time is, whoa, it's already almost, yeah, I need to go up soon. Let me just show you guys one more example with the setup here that I'm telling you guys. Okay, GBP/USD, perfect. Here's GBP/USD playing that setup. Okay, let's look over here, guys. Check this out. Okay, you can see here we have a high. Okay, so we have a high, the price just broke right there. This was a resistance. How do we know the price broke it? Because we can see a green candlestick that successfully closed above this resistance. So this is a breakout. So as soon as the price has broken that high, you will mark that high, and then you mark the lowest points price went to after getting rejected from there. So if the Telegram link is not working, what you need to do is when you open the link, copy it, go to a different browser, paste it, and it should work. Okay, so you mark the previous high and then you mark the lowest point. In this case, it is right here. Okay, so now, oh, my phone died. Oh my god. our Lord. Okay, so for those who are watching on YouTube, you guys are still good, but for TikTok, I need to use my other phone to go back to live. Okay, let me just bear with me. Okay. I'm using my other phone to go. Okay, going live. Resume. Hey guys, sorry about that. My other phone died, so I got disconnected from the live, but I'm back now. Whoa. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Okay. This is annoying. Yeah. All right. Okay. I believe we're good. What are we looking at? So GBP/USD. Okay. So I'm showing you an example of how to basically place a buy when the price is about to go up. Okay, good area for an entry. So we marked the previous high, the price just broke. We marked the previous low here, and then we need to mark any internal support that the price may have. Okay, so what do we see here? Let's see if we have any internal support. Yes, we do. So this is the candlestick that broke that resistance right here. Below this, we have an internal support right here, guys. Right over here, where I have this red stuff. Okay, that's where we have internal support, and this is the perfect area for a buy. So we can see what the price did, tapped into this support. We wait for confirmation. Just because the price is at that support, we don't buy right away. We wait for the 1 hour or the 30 minutes. So whenever you're analyzing a resistance that just got broken on the 1 hour, okay, you want to look for either 30 minutes or 1 hour candlestick, bullish candlestick, okay, closing. So this is the confirmation you would have used to go ahead and buy. Okay, so after this candle closes, then you go ahead and enter your buy, and then you target this previous high as your TP, because this is where the price is going to go to. But make sure you don't target exactly that high. You can target halfway to it. Have to take profits halfway. I would say instead of targeting exactly that high, just target halfway. At least halfway you have 100% guarantee profit you're going to make instead of the previous high, because sometimes if the price is very bearish, it might actually get rejected, you know, halfway and come back down. Okay, so just take profit when it comes to the halfway point. So yeah, so this is exactly what GBP/USD did, right? And we got a new resistance. Okay, so this is now our new resistance here, the price formed. So what I do, I will mark that resistance like this. Let me use a different color now. Okay, so I mark that resistance right there, and now I mark the low as well. So I'm going to delete this black line because it's no longer needed. So my new low is right here. Okay, the reason why it's this one, because when the price got rejected here, it dropped all the way to this point, and then from here is when the the price started heading up. Okay, from here is when the price started heading up. Okay, so that is basically the previous low there. Okay, so you mark it, and then now you're going to look for internal support. So where is the price? Where did the price break out? The area where the price actually broke out is right here. Okay, so this is the candlesticks, the candlestick that broke that resistance. You can see there. So right below that, the most recent support we have is right here. Okay, so that's the most recent one. So what you want to do is, as soon as you see that breakout, okay, does this strategy work for gold? The chart there looks difficult. Yeah, gold is actually, that's actually one of the, that's the thing that I started using to show you examples of it working. So it works really well on gold. Okay, so what do we see? As soon as the price broke out, what did it do next, guys? It came to this internal support. Okay, and then guess what happened next? We got a 1 hour candle closing bullish. Okay, so this 1 hour candle closing bullish is basically your confirmation to go ahead and buy. Then you target this high as your TP. Okay, so you buy right here, your TP, and this one would have been a very short TP. As you can see, it's the distance between where you're buying and where you're closing is not that much, but this is the target. And that's exactly what happened. You can see as soon as the price closed bullish here, it went all the way up here. And then, yeah, and then now it basically formed the new resistance. Okay, this is now the new resistance. If I put a line there, that's the new so this is actually, yes, so this point here, let me go back. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. So this here was the resistance. It broke out, came back for retest. The new resistance is actually this right here. Okay, so this point here is basically the level where we need to now mark. Okay, because we can see price broke it. Okay, and then now you mark the low as well, which in this case it is, delete this right here. Okay, so this is the low point. Okay, so now the price breaks it, we have internal support right here, guys, right here. Okay, so what do we see? Price tapped into this internal support and held it. Okay, we got a 1 hour candle closing bullish. The next thing that's going to happen is the price is going to go back to this high. This is the target. So we can see after the price held it, it didn't go up right away. It actually went sideways, okay, for a while. Now, whenever, if it's the bottom part, okay, if the price is holding the support, if the internal support is actually where the previous higher low is, when you're, the best area to set your stop loss is at the next low. Okay, this will be the best area to set your stop loss. You don't want to set your stop loss below the support anymore, because price could actually break below it before it actually continues going high. However, the previous low here is going to be the area where the price is not going to come back to. Okay, and this is like 90% guarantee. So that's what happened. You can see after holding it, it actually didn't go up right away. It just kept going sideways, and then eventually it started heading up, headed to the previous high, and then now we ended up breaking above it. So now this is now our new resistance. Price just broke. Okay, so that's the new high. Price just broke. So now we mark it, and then we mark the low point. In this case, it is this, and then you just keep repeating you know, just keep repeating it like that. You know, after this, the next one we have, with this one here, we can see price never came back to the internal support. We had an internal support here. Sometimes the price may not come to that level. Okay, instead price just use this top word, and then it went up. Okay, so basically that's it, guys. This is a really good way to be able to analyze the market. Super effective. I'm gonna end the live now. I hope you guys enjoyed the live session. Hope you guys learned a lot. Make sure you give me a follow here if you want to get more information for free. And just to let you guys know, this live has been recorded and it's going to be uploaded on the YouTube channel. You can go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. This is where you can rewatch this session for today. Today was super informative because I actually dive deeper into this strategy. I usually don't do this, but yeah, so this is a great way to learn. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you watch that video over and over until you actually understand it. So I'll be going off now. I'll come live again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the follow. Make sure to join the Telegram group if you're not already in it. Okay. So gold, by the way, before I go off, is approaching. It is now approaching that level that I told you guys to look for a buy from. Okay, so 29.16, around 29.16, 80, 1680, 84. That's one area to look for long for gold. It's going to quickly bounce up. When it comes here, it will quickly bounce up to 29.19. Okay, that would be the target. Now in the long term, a good area to go long would be down here around 2900. Okay, 2900 and 2895. That would be a good area to go long. If the price breaks below this, it's going to bounce back up around 2900, 2895. Okay, so I'm so sorry I'm not able to analyze all the other pairs that I saw you guys requested, like GBP, JPY, and stuff like that. Okay, so let's end the live for now. We'll be back tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good night. Take care and see you tomorrow.